welcome to Bring Divine Mind channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. Today we are going to see about an interesting topic, that is how to start an effective speech. Okay, so how to start a speech? We will be going for many functions as a chief guest and in order to deliver a guest lecture. So what happens is starting a speech is very important because people get impressed by that only. Okay, so our topic is how to start a speech effectively. Shall we go to the topic? Whenever you're starting your speech, the first 7 seconds people should like you. Okay, and the first 30 seconds they will decide whether to listen to your speech or not to listen. So what you have to do is you have to impress the audience within the first 30 seconds. That is very important. Okay, so what you have to do is you should do some techniques and tactics. You just sit and do some homework in order to impress your audience for the first 30 seconds. The first tip what I'm going to give you is you start with a thought-provoking question. Whatever questions you're asking to your audience, it should make them to think. Oh, this is like this, then what it should be, what it may be. Just like that they should think. If they are thinking like that, what happens is they'll sit briskly and they will listen to your speech. So you can start your speech with a thought-provoking question. So this is my first tip to you. Whenever you are having your speech after the lunch, what happens is people will eat heavily and come and they'll be in a sleeping mood, right? So what you have to do is you can start with a joke and you have to be very careful that the joke should not be repeated. Okay, it should be a new one. It may be any instance that happened in your day-to-day life, or you may be hearing some instance that may happen in your friend's life. So those incidents you just narrate it as a joke and you can share with them while you're starting your speech. So that is very important. And the third thing is you can start with a story. In your day-to-day life, you have gone through a lot of interesting events, right? Maybe your story or maybe your neighbor's story or your friend's story, but it must be quite interesting, and the important thing is it should be related to the topic. So you can say some personal stories also, but the personal story must be limited. It should not go beyond the limit, okay? Because people may think that why I came to this session just to hear the story of this particular person. They should not think like that. So you have to be very careful that you can tell some personal stories, but don't tell too much of personal stories. That's very important. You can also start with a shocking fact, some amazing facts, which is very interesting. And you can also start with the current affairs. That will be also interesting for the audience. Before doing a preparation, what you have to do is you just ask yourself what is there in it for the audience. Okay, say for example you're watching a YouTube video for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Before watching that, what thought you'll be having, what is going to be there in this video for me? So for 3 minutes we are thinking like that. You just imagine that you're giving a speech for 1 hour or 2 hours. For 2 hours you should give some content to the audience. There should be some take home for them. So you have to prepare the content in such a way. You should have a thought in your mind that what is there for the audience in my speech. So if you're preparing by keeping that thought in your mind, then automatically the audience like your speech and you will be giving a successful speech, no doubt in it. So you just keep in mind that what is there for the audience in your speech. Hope this video is very useful for you and you got a clear idea to start your speech. I'll meet you in another video with some other useful information. Thank you so much for your patience with me.